Welcome to our channel. Today we will talk about something that is the foundation of our identity, tradition. In today's busy world, we often overlook the importance of preserving our traditions. Why does it matter? We will discuss this in this video. Our tradition represents a bridge between past generations and the present. Through customs, language, clothing and cooking, we pass on the stories and values that shaped our origins. Preserving tradition is not just about preserving memories, it is the preservation of our cultural heritage that helps us better understand ourselves and others. Preserving tradition has a deeper meaning than we can imagine. Our customs are like precious books that preserve the stories of our ancestors, passing them down through the ages. By preserving the language, we preserve not only the way of expression, but also the specific philosophy and way of thinking that shaped the identity of our community. Dressing according to traditional norms is often more than a fashion statement, it is a way of expressing belonging and respect for our heritage. Every detail in traditional costume has its own meaning, reflecting specific aspects of our culture and identity. Cooking is also an indispensable part of our tradition. Recipes that we pass down from generation to generation are not just delicious dishes, but living representations of our past. By preserving old recipes, we preserve not only gastronomic magic, but also the spirit of community that is transmitted through shared meals. In the following segments of the video, we will explore how preserving traditions contributes to strengthening identity and building bridges between different generations. We will also study practical ways in which each of us can actively contribute to the preservation of our cultural heritage. Consideration of various aspects of preserving tradition presents us with the challenge of how to preserve ties with our roots in modern society and pass on tradition to future generations. Starting with family customs, we are often faced with the question of how to integrate traditional values into today's dynamic environment. Family customs are the heart of our tradition. Through ceremonies, celebrations and small daily rituals, we transmit the essence of our culture to new generations. The key is to find a balance between tradition and modernity so that these practices remain relevant and inspiring. One of the ways to preserve ties with the roots in modern society is to actively include tradition in our everyday life. This can include telling stories about family heritage, cooking traditional dishes, or even organizing family gatherings dedicated to preserving customs. In terms of wider cultural heritage, active participation in local communities and traditional events can strengthen our ties to culture. Visiting museums, festivals, and participating in cultural activities provides an opportunity to become better acquainted with the rich tradition that surrounds us. Passing on traditions to future generations requires commitment and creativity. In addition to passing on physical artifacts like old photos and objects, it's important to pass on the stories behind them. Writing family stories, keeping a journal, or even creating digital records can help preserve oral traditions and personal experiences. How tradition contributes to a sense of belonging and community. By preserving our traditions, we create a bridge between generations, strengthen family ties and build deeper communities. A sense of belonging is a key component of our emotional well-being. Tradition gives us a sense of identity and rootedness in the community. Through participation in common customs, all family members feel connected to their roots and connected to each other in a deeper way. Family bonds become stronger when all members participate together in traditional rituals, whether it's holiday celebrations, rituals, or simply spending time together in activities that reflect our culture. These moments not only build memories, but also establish strong bonds between generations. Preserving traditions also has the power to build deeper communities. Through the common sharing of customs, neighbors and friends become connected by similar values and experiences. The organization of cultural events and activities can further strengthen ties within the community, creating space for the exchange of knowledge and experiences. One of the keys to preserving a sense of community is passing on traditions to younger generations. Involving children in traditional activities and customs not only allows them to better understand their heritage, but also builds a sense of community that they will pass on. If you also think that preserving tradition is important, or if you have your own stories and advice about preserving tradition in your life, feel free to share them with us in the comments below the video. Your personal contributions can be a source of inspiration for others, encouraging them to appreciate and cherish their cultural heritage. Thank you for following, and together we build a bridge between the past and the present, preserving the precious thread of our tradition. See you in the next video.